glad I did the question mark there. I think it would have required one. For the, oh boy, okay. Trying to tell me something here, but we're trying to get set up and going here still. Okay. Alright, so what remains of Edith Finch? Let me get rid of my preview screen here. But don't.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Right. So looking around here, I'm going to switch over and get the audio up just a hair. Just trying to get the sound effects up to where you can hear them a little bit. Looks like you can hear the footsteps. You can't quite hear the rain. Okay, so this is What Remains of Edith Finch. I got zero idea what to expect here. Half expecting horror, half expecting just an interactive story. So far we got look around controls.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
You do have kind of a zoom with the shift or the control. Orcas Island Gazette. Okay, so that is the San Juan Islands up just north of here by about probably 90 miles as the crow flies.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Okay.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. That doesn't look like the way I would go to see the Finches. It's like, yeah, it's Kevin a visit or something like that. So really just the zoom. Tab doesn't do anything. The mouse buttons. Do a little close.
I wouldn't have driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
What? Oh. So used to like guys playing 7 Days to Die or Fallout. I thought it was going to be some kind of creature. Ugh, I want to be able to hold it down and sprint.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Okay, before we go any further, if you're not from Washington State, Orcas Island is in the San Juans, north of Seattle, almost to the Canadian border, north of Puget Sound. Just a beautiful area. Orcas
The house
Island
was exactly
especially.
like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
That's an odd-looking house, but okay. Driveway, or I guess we'll go up the...
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
No. No. Go fig. Plastic chairs.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
All right. I guess. Oh.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
I don't know that this is a good idea. Okay, let's see, grab it.
Looking in, I felt like the
Let's see
house
something
itself
looking
had
at
been
it.
waiting
See
for
it.
me.
Let's see that. Nah. Okay. Pierce is all closed. We can go. Bye. Just let me stop by here. Oh, handy. Cap. Bowl. So I guess we're looking for a place for the key. I could really use a sprint function here. Oh, okay.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay. Jaded me was expecting to see a body in there.
For the first time in years,
Yes.
I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon.
Yeah.
Except our cat, Molly.
Truth. Oop, too close. Edie, Dawn, and Lewis. Oh, he was born shortly after I graduated high school. I'm so old. What else we got here? The Pacific Pantry. Northwest Chef. Alright.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Cosmic.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I would probably go nuts just going through all the neat stuff in this house.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Wait, you lost Milton and Lewis? Maybe not lose Lewis, I guess. But no? There's a sealed up door. Something making noise here. We're going to switch around just a little bit. Get the sound turned back up over here. Yeah, there we go. A lot of atmospherics here. Okay, go chair. No, okay. Actually, let's... Stratohuvius?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
There's so many books in here. Oxygen tank for Edie, I assume. Kitchen where we came in. So that would be the Olympic... I'm just kidding. I have no idea which we're facing here.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
But... I guess it's upstairs. Oh, there's... yeah, I'd rather have this. Oh.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Up or down, up or down.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Ah. Look at this place. Oh, so that means we could probably look through the peepholes.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay. What's the date? 1944 to 60. That's kind of strange. Oh, more stairs. Okay, let's wait a second.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
I thought Barbara was her mom.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Trixie, doggy.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Okay. Let's see. There's more over there.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh, a key. Should I? Yeah. Nah. Yeah, we better open it. No, I don't think so.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
I don't think I want to see what's in here. What is it? Oh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Or we could just go. We don't need to go in and see what made your mom afraid.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton disappeared.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Saving. That's kind of scary. No, like that.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, the people over here now. I think I missed the people on that.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Wait, why is Molly in this room?
Okay, so you're Edith, and she inherited this house, which has weird circumstances. Her brother died young, and the other brother, Milton, disappeared. And the mom, Barbara, sealed up a bunch of the rooms. So they have peepholes as a way of the grandmother rebelling. So she's coming back to this house for the first time. So 1947, okay. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed.
Dear Diary,
without
I'll be
dinner.
gone soon, but I wanted to
I woke
let
up and
somebody
I
know.
was starving, so I looked
Mom sent
around
to
for
bed
something
without
to
food.
eat.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Is that her, Matt? The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, she ate the gerbil food. Poor kid.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to
It's
sleep.
late. Go to sleep.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Aw. Halloween candy was all gone. Anything in the lunchbox? No, okay. This takes place on Orcas Island, right up the road from us. Up on the Sandwich Islands. Fish! I thought about
eating Christopher, but I held back.
I'm so hungry.
That's kind of mean, Mom.
Right? Let's see anything else in here to. It's very odd to be moving around but not have a jump. What are you doing? Get down from the thing. Must be something around here, right? How do I get there? Going around, okay. Aha!
I
Huh?
ate a lot of things that night.
Don't think that's healthy.
I kept eating and eating.
Eat the toothpaste? Oh, poor sweetie.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. Bye-bye. Good night. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay, that's a good different turn. Go get a cat. Oh, now I can jump.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Let's see where she went. So I seem to be on kind of on rails, and that I can't fall. Can't jump to the ground.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh, they are in there. Okay.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Make sure you can still hear this. Here, chicken. Or something.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Pretty cool. Oh, okay.
Rabbits.
Got him. Aww.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
And a bear. It was not.
A mama rabbit.
Okay, so
She was almost too big to carry.
if you've heard a
I
rabbit
started choking, but I
when
couldn't
they're
stop
stressed,
eating.
they do that sound, I would think.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh, gee. Oh, okay. To alert predators for when they're wounded. Okay, so definitely a great white shark, not native to the Puget Sound region. Hi. Hey, chum. Hey, chum. Okay, so just the left mouse button getting us up here. Anyway, she's not gonna die here pretty quick. Super handy as far as actually the inside the shark out of them. Okay, so back seems to make it come towards me. Trying to get me around the tree, I guess. Don't really have any field of view here. Dave, you're not going to make me roll all over the sea, are you?
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Well, if you'd have stayed a cat, you'd be full because of all the... Oh, okay, okay.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Okay.
Grabbed on tight. And when I was so hungry, I
Eating all
jumped
the
out of the water.
things.
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Meet the cute animals. Change this light just a little bit because I can't quite see in this darkness. There we go. Oh, we'll just pass right through that. Okay, fine. Get what we're doing here. Snap me back to that. Seem to want to go into the car. Oh, okay, I see a little bit there. Pulling yourself along.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Okay, yeah, dinner's right up there.
Yeah! Ah!
Why not? We'll eat them.
Sailor, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? His belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Captain's daughter, put him in bed with the captain's daughter, put him in bed with the captain's daughter.
snapback. Can't quite tell what
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor?
Okay. Very strange mechanic. Do you believe I'm actually getting here? Not see that open that door. Come on here. Pretty sure we're gonna get there.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water was
Came up.
something new. Something
Kaiju.
I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay, that's not a good smell. Called it.
I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Odin. Sam K. So, participatory story.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
That's how he came in? No, that's... Yeah, that's how he came in. Okay.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, I'm a cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Okay. Get myself a little more comfortable here. Tappa, tappa, tappa.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Okay, now, if he's coming from Norway, he would be probably coming across the Atlantic Ocean, wouldn't be coming to Washington. Unless he was coming all the way around the Panama Canal, which may not have existed at the time of this.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. Back away. 1800.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Panama Canal, close to the turn of the century. Embarrassed to say I don't know. Finch. Okay.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Good gravy.
It was a pretty big trace.
Sven and Edie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a snake in my boot.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I don't remember who Calvin is. Oh, I'm checking. There we go. Sven, Broken Branch. Calvin is her. Let's see. Here's Edith. Milton Lewis. Gus. Don. Wait. Barbara. No, so Barbara's not her mom. If anything, Dawn is her mom. Gus is her dad. I assume. Fort Calvin. Marine Corps. Cobra Kai.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
You did? Walter? No, Calvin or Walter? Oh, okay, it was Calvin. Who died in 61. Huh. Wait, and was 13. Wait, no, that wasn't him. 1850. No, Calvin. 1950 to 1961. 11 years old. Okay.
And that he never talked about him.
To Command Center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin, Simon, Theodore.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before
Swing
he ate
simulator.
another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Do you believe I am going to go around?
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I gotta say, I mean, I like
After the funeral,
style.
Edie
of
roped
this.
off Calvin's half of the room.
I like the style of this a lot.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I like the style. It's a little inconsistent. Like, the whole creature thing was really strange. That it's kind of giving you everything. But I mean, as part of a visual story, that's probably acceptable so that you can...
The passages
What's
were a
happening?
pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
It's okay, you can do it. Hey, I've been here. Yeah, I want to go back into that passage, though.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
On the good ship. Lollipop.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Okay, we think Barbara is... Okay, so... 44, so she was very young. Okay. Two copies of Alice in Wonderland. Dreadful stories. Starring Barbara
Of all the
Finch.
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just a
10 years
boost
before I was
her
born, aren't you?
career needed. Unfortunately, the scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Nothing wrong with Rick's.
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Oh, okay, it's just his hand.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
No, he won't.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Wait, what?
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
He had the key. Didn't? He took the key. Okay.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Alright. Easier if I can see stuff.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Aha.
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
Nah.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb,
Finger.
have you
No?
seen my other crutch?
Oh.
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I don't know how to get up. Hooray, stairs.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Does he have a hand or? Oh, okay.
He was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh, no, it says window.
That night, she played her part beautifully. It was coming from inside the house.
Wait, what?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her.
Aww.
It was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of
Oh, the scream.
life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
That's...
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
All right. Let's see here. I'm up toward, you know.
All Barbara wanted was to be remembered.
This is
as absurd as that comic
visually
was.
really interesting game.
Maybe what Edie saw
don't
was a
care
happy
for.
ending.
I don't care for being forced to watch the comic book. Some of the movement things on there. If I want to do this, I think we'll save here. Yeah, okay. I'm not likely to come back to it, but it doesn't hurt. So, what remains of Edith Finch? Looks like we maybe got a third of the way, quarter of the way through it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people left. And we've done 4, so a third of the way. I don't know. It's not bad. Doesn't really have the pace that I like, but I can't hold that against the game because I'm impatient. Yeah. What remains of Edith Finch? So tomorrow night on Twitch, we're doing Dawn of Discovery, and that'll do it for tonight.